next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Washington Huskies offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man, it's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's McMillan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. The sure hands, it's Lawson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. And they're able to make the tackle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. Brings it down on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. Strong, firm tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on that second down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Firing to the right, complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Give to the running back. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Extending the play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keep. They've got the play, bottle up, fumble, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Well, it was a great job of executing the option by the quarterback. He made the right decision holding on to it. He shows you his athleticism. It's going to be a big play. You've just got to finish it, though. And the defense, they never quit. You saw the effort getting to him and ripping the ball loose.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who seems touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job.
Unleashes one deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Trying to bully their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Washington sends out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Wheeler. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. Pulls it in. It's Wheeler.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back to the well. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Right midfield, he's got more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like. And through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Dukes-Mayo Bowl.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah,
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Reese, never a doubt. You kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. To the air, it's McMillan. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall on the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, third down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Going to the running game. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
They'll try the run. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Cardinals will snap it on first and 10. That's caught. It's Wheeler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. Got room at the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Time to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. But a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Kobus. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Running to the left. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Catch in the middle, it's Humes. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. The offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Past the first down marker and still running. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Oh, what a move. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think the